Hi, Tim.
Hi, Savvy.
I'm so excited to introduce you to the world. This is Tami Park-Tighe, and she is our silver leader in Newfoundland with doTERRA. Yay!
Yay!
This is so amazing. I'm 99% sure that you're the only silver rank in doTERRA in Newfoundland.
Wow. Wow. So
Yeah.
that feels good. That feels really
Yeah,
good.
it's
Yeah.
amazing. You're paving the way for your people on the rock, and you've been blessing many homes with lots of oils.
I have been sharing.
Super awesome. So we just wanted to share some goodness with the world. So what made you want to start a doTERRA business?
Well, I had no idea actually about doTERRA and was introduced by a beautiful friend who just introduced me, family member actually. Uh, and actually, she had gifted me with a doTERRA pedal diffuser as well as an On Guard, our protective blend oil, and said, here, I want you to try this. And she was a complete believer in it. And I had used essential oils before, but I had never heard about doTERRA. Then it was a network marketing company, and I wasn't sure about that. I was, I'm a professional. I've been doing hair for it'll be 29 years this year. I also work for a major hair company. So I never thought I had the time nor the idea about it. So once I started using it, that was it for me. It just took, I think, one time then at that point is like, do you want to do the business? And when I said, yeah, it was a yes. Like after I found out about the business and what it meant, it was a yes. And I definitely wanted to bring it into my life because I did not get sick the entire winter with that diffuser and On Guard going. So yeah, I was pretty impressed with it, and I was sold. So that's what made me want to start. And really, who doesn't? In my profession, I'm never going to be able to retire. I don't have a retirement plan. If you don't pay into a retirement plan, you're not going to retire. So for me, this is an opportunity for me to be able to have residual income for years to come down the road for my family and be able to retire me out of my business, which is beautiful.
Wow, that's so amazing.
Yeah, that's my end goal for this. So yes, so silver is really a good point, and I'm really excited about being here.
Silver is a huge rank to reach in doTERRA. A lot of families actually do retire on silver, and they can survive on that, and it's amazing. And I think that's so awesome that doTERRA offers that. And in the company, I think it typically takes about maybe 15 to 18 months to reach silver on average.
Yeah.
Between 18 and 2 years, I think is what I've heard. And then so you reached it, I think, in like 8 or 9 months.
Yeah. Yeah, it was pretty great.
And
yeah.
you're working full time in your salon.
Yes.
And doing doTERRA. So
yes.
That's awesome how you're just tying it in together.
Yes.
So what is your big vision for your doTERRA business?
The big vision is to keep sharing with others, because I truly, truly believe that every single person should have this in their homes. Everyone should have natural solutions to choose for their families. And then if all else fails, then you go to the pharmaceutical companies. But right off the bat, I would really, really want to be able to have everyone have the opportunity and the tools in their home, which are these doTERRA essential oils and supplements that we have as well.
Nice.
So I think that's really important. So that's my whole vision is to keep sharing, to continue to make the organization bigger, allow other people to continue on and build their businesses and be successful as well, and to support that. And that's kind of what I want to be. I want to be able to do all of that. What I'm doing, what my upline's doing, I want all of that to be able to continue on and continue on and continue on. I want that to be my legacy.
Nice. And you're an awesome mentor. Like, you're a natural leader, and you naturally care for people, and you know how to take them under your wing and guide them with fun and humor. And
thanks, Abby.
So awesome.
Yeah, well, that's because you taught me well, so that helps too.
Oh, stop. So what were some of your fears or misconceptions in the beginning of this business?
Well, the biggest one was the whole network marketing. It's a whole different way of doing business. And those were so I had, I guess back in the 70s and the 80s, there was like all of this stuff. And that's what you continue to hear is the negative stuff. So I don't go into anything without first researching. And so I did. And I tried to find absolutely anything negative on doTERRA. I could not find anything. I even hit clickbait where people had posted like, oh, why I don't want to do doTERRA. And I'm like, oh, I found it. And I clicked, and it was just total clickbait. So it was not that at all. So they totally tricked me, but I could not find anything. And so that kind of, at that point, it was like, okay, so now it's the network marketing. Now what about that part? That's the other thing that I was kind of like, oh, I'm not sure if I want to be part of that. Because I have been approached many, 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 many times from many different people and different companies to be part of their teams. And I've always been an adamant no. And so then I started researching about network marketing. And you know what? It's just a different way of doing business. I have been in the beauty industry for 29 years. It's just a different way of doing business. So when I've learned that, when I accepted that as what it was, then I was all the way in. So
Nice.
those were some of my misconceptions. But in researching, in seeking out some answers, I got them.
Nice.
And I was able to talk to you and your upline, and that all seemed to help. I had questions that were answered with honesty and with love. So that really helped me make that decision for myself and for my family.
That's so awesome. I'm so glad to hear that. Yay.
Thank you.
And I just have to make a fun side note that Tami was a solid no to the business opportunity, and I was relentless, and I continued to try and try and try with her. And I told her, I was like, do your research, do it. I know you guys love the research, so keep doing the research. And she
and I thank you for that, for being persistent with me, because that was really important. I needed that persistence. And I think in that, you taught me that being persistent with others is really important. Cool. You know, not to push people, but to be persistent, to let them know that, you know what, I'm not going anywhere. And you can watch for a while and you can see that I'm growing and I'm not going anywhere. So there's building trust in that too. So I appreciate your persistence with me.
Oh, that's awesome. And for me, like one of my hesitations is in the beginning of this business was I never want to come off as pushy, but you want to come across as confident, because I do feel very confident in the oils because of what they've done for our family. So that has hugely impacted the way that I do my business and am able to approach people with confidence, because I know these little tools that I use have like solid results and they're very effective. So that's what helps us as wellness advocates to continue to share with people with ease, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So what would your biggest tip be for someone who wants to start a doTERRA business?
The biggest tip is to write down all your misconceptions, all of your thoughts, all of your negative thoughts. I want you to write them all down, and then I want you to be able to discuss them. You either do your own research first and foremost, like I did, which is totally okay, but I want you to be able to be open and honest with the person that is approaching you, so that they have an opportunity to be able to answer some of those questions for you, so that you don't have to feel like you're being, I don't know, that you have some sort of say-so in your own decisions. So that's something that I would absolutely say, is to write down all of those questions that you might have. What was the question?
What are some of your biggest, what is your biggest tip for someone who wants to start a doTERRA business? So
my gosh, just do it. Don't just get out of your own way. Get out of your own doorway. That's what you need to do. You need to stop with your nose and just be open to trying. Try something new. And you know what? At any time, if it's not working out for you, there's nobody telling you that you're not able to stop. So what have you really got to lose?
Yes.
You know, so give it a go. It's really, it will change your life. It truly, truly will.
Just a side question, what do you say, Tam, would be some of your strengths in this business? Like, what do you feel like you're really good at in this business?
I feel like I'm good at listening. And that's really important, is if you're going to ask a person a question, just be sure that you're silent and you let them talk. And and then if there's more questions that you need to ask to kind of pull a little bit more information from them, that's also really important. So listening first and foremost. Another thing, I believe that I walk my talk. So I live the life that I talk about having. I already feel extremely wealthy in my own life. I have really good people in my life. I'm a very rich person in my life. And that's really important, to live that, to walk it, to talk it, and all of it together. And that really shows people that you're a trustworthy person, that you're an honest person and that you're true.
Yay. Absolutely. And that's why people feel safe with you.
That, yeah. And I get that from people, and I feel I'm so very grateful for that.
Oh, that's
that
awesome.
People trust. Yes.
Yeah. So we'll just close it off with, how has this business impacted your life? So maybe if you just want to share a couple of highlights, maybe some beautiful things that have happened that you didn't expect to happen during this business so far. You've been doing it since February 2017.
Yes. Yes. Best month ever. And here we are. Yeah. Like months later. Okay. I suffer from chronic pain. I didn't sleep very well because of it. I have pain management that I'm working through with my own doctor. However, I needed something more. And so now by using the essential oils, I'm able to sleep every night. So my body can actually restore a bit. So I feel better on a daily basis. I'm not waking up exhausted. I'm waking up a little bit more rejuvenated. So that, first and foremost, for my own self, feels so great. The next thing is for my family now. So whenever there's a headache or there's tummy issues, I'm hearing, what oil do I need to use for that? It's not, can I take any medications? It's strictly like, what oil can I use for that? So this is, it's catching on within my own family that they're looking for natural solutions. Yeah. And you know what? The money helps a lot, tremendously. Having extra income per month is huge in my family. We're in a tough time in our economy in Canada and in the North America, period. And this is really helping me tremendously be able to meet my bills, be able to pay them, and have extra money left over. Like this, I haven't had it. So this has really helped me tremendously as well. So I'm able to do little extra things that as a person is going to do. And as I continue to rank, and that's my goal, is I'm keep going. So if you're part of my team, you know what, you're a part of a really solid moving machine that is going forward. And you're going to be coming right along with us. You know, it's just, no one's left behind. It's that whole, everybody is supported and loved and allowed their own way and supported in that. So everybody gets to move forward. But the end goal for me is I'm going to be able to have more time to volunteer, to do the things to help others. I love to help people. So that for me is the time that I'm going to be able to have is going to be incredible. I already have more time now because I'm making extra money. I don't have to work as many hours in the salon. So that's helping tremendously. Yeah. So that helps me a lot. So I'm able to do more for others. And so that's just going to keep getting better for me. And I'm really excited about that. Because I truly love to help people. Yeah.
Yay. Thank you so much, Tam, for sharing all this. You're going to inspire a lot of people. A lot of people are on the fence right now, and they're peaked. Their interest is peaked. So
yeah,
we're going to help a lot of people. And I'll just end it on a quick, awesome note that Tammy and I have been friends for a few years now, and the fact that we get to work together, working with your best friend, is the best thing ever. It's so much fun because we get to see each other every week on Zoom, even though we're not physically close to each other. And I did go to Newfoundland over the summer, and we got to teach class together in TP. Yes. So we got to teach essential oils in person, and we had lots of fun together. It was so awesome. So this journey, like, bring your friends, bring people who are beautiful souls who you want to work with into this, and it's just the best life ever. It's incredible, and I'll be doing it until I'm an old lady, because I just love it. And I feel like we're extremely blessed because they take good care of us. They're morals of the company. They're very kind hearts and souls that run this, and this feels really aligned. We feel really aligned, and it's just so beautiful. And me and Tammy, we're setting goals together, and we're saying we're going to leadership together. We're going to go to doTERRA convention together sometime. Coming September, and then we're going to do a sourcing trip together to see how some oils are made. Like, we're setting goals together, even though if they seem really big and crazy, we're doing it because it is so possible, and anybody can do this.
And stay tuned, because we will be back to you after we've done all of that stuff and tell you all about it.
Thank you, Tammy.
Thanks, Tami. Alan. Yes, hello.